Now we get the shot. There we go.
Let's go. JJ every day.
Every day, man. And we got a special guest in the house.
It's JC, my partner Jason here.
What's up?
Jack Snacks in his drink,
man.
What's up? Good to be here. Good to be here.
Coach
Richard Montgomery.
Yes, sir.
Football team. And it's our first episode 201. The first episode on video. Fully on video in the studio. Not a live show. We can't do that for a while.
We finally, we got this studio together pretty quickly, man. Pretty quickly.
First couple steps, man. It's gonna get better soon.
Exactly. But we finally on.
But yeah, man. Introduce yourself, man. How you doing?
Coach Jack Bliss. Working right now with Richard Montgomery High School. Born and raised Rockville, Maryland. So excited to be on the show. Ready to get this thing moving, man.
So you said you was at Kennedy last year.
Yes, sir.
We know why you left, man. We went to Kennedy, man.
Yeah, we both went to Kennedy, so we understand. We know how, the
L's everywhere. That must have been. I didn't
know
even have
how
to
the
ask.
football program
Well, actually, I was quite successful. JV went 4-4 last year.
That's amazing. I'm shocked that wasn't even big Kennedy news. They should have alerted all the alums.
They could have been. But that's fine. But, I came in first year head coach, trying to kind of find my way, trying to figure out how to do things. I'm young. I'm 25.
Yeah.
Being a head coach in Montgomery County at 25 is...
That's amazing.
Not
normal.
It is.
Big guns. Can we get guns?
I appreciate that. But it was fun. It was a challenge. You guys went to Kennedy, so you obviously know that challenge. But it was a fun challenge. The kids I had... they wanted to be there, they wanted to learn, and that's something that I was told coming in wasn't going to be a thing. I was told, you're going to have to really stay on these kids, and you're really going to have to, chase them to play football. Maybe that's how it was done in past years, but last year I was lucky enough to have a group that wanted to get better each day. A lot of them were new players, had never picked up a football before, never put on a helmet before, but they wanted to be there, and they wanted it. They wanted it, and they wanted to be there, and that as a coach coming in, that's all you can ask for from your guys, Fundamentals and stuff come, but to get kids that really want to play the sport and be there, it's amazing. But yeah, we went 4-4, started the season 4-0, had some injuries kind of halfway through, and that kind of deterred us kind of from finishing where we thought we should have finished. But the fact that, any team in Kennedy kind of went 4-4, I think was big for the community.
That's great.
And I think I left the program in a good spot. I wanted to be there another year. Things happen behind the scenes. It happens everywhere in jobs too, not just coaching.
Totally
and I would have liked to stay there another year, but things happen, and I'm back home at Richard Montgomery, and I'm excited to be there and kind of continue on with the legacy that I left as a player.
So your point, 4-4 at Kennedy.
I don't think that's ever happened in our.
That's huge, and 4-0.
I've never seen.
Starting the season
4-0 is huge. One, first year head coach, first timer.
Yeah.
B, you just said it. And that's the problem with a lot of these schools. The kids never played football, never picked up a football.
Right.
So 4-0, out the gate, that's huge. That's huge. What type of offense or what type
it
of
was
offense
everything.
Or what type of defense?
Varsity ran something a little more complex. I took stuff from that. Basic spread offense. Single running back in the backfield. We ran mostly out of shotgun. But I wouldn't say dumb it down, but JV is a different level. A different level of play. So I really kind of just had to simplify it. Luckily, I had an amazing running back, Antoine Fair. He's going to be a player to look out for in Montgomery County in the coming years. He was phenomenal for me. And I think the thing that really worked for us is we had a group that was willing to buy into the culture and was willing to sacrifice themselves for the greater good. And I honestly believe that's why we succeeded a lot, because the guys understood they had to sacrifice so we could win. And sometimes that's hard to do with high school players. They want their moments, they want their stats. They want to do for themselves. But the fact that I was able to have a group that wanted to come together and do something together was great. It was phenomenal.
You said Antoine Flair or
Antoine Fair.
Fair. Yep, Antoine Fair. We'll definitely be on the lookout for that.
Looking out for him, man. Especially because he went to Kennedy, man.
Yeah, that's huge.
I'm surprised we ain't know they went 4-0. That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's actually shocking. I don't think that's ever happened since probably like
it's been a while.
20 years.
I've heard it's been a while.
So what are your expectations with Richard Montgomery for this upcoming year, especially because of the circumstances that we're in? What do you just
do you think there's going to be a season?
So, I've talked to athletic directors and teachers that are currently in Montgomery County, and it's very much in the air. Expectation-wise, Richard Montgomery's JV has a phenomenal head coach. His name is Coach Matt Schwartzback. He was my coach when I played, so he's very integral in that school. Last year, their JV team went 8-0. So the expectations are high. We have a target on our backs, which is expected, but I'm pretty much I'm not the head coach, to be clear. I'm the offensive defensive line coach. That's what they brought me in for, but I just kind of want to add to what they already have. They already have a culture. They've already starting to build something great, and I just kind of want to come in and add what I already know just to that winning culture already, and I think we can do that. So, honestly, I feel like our expectation should be 8-0. Why not? We've done it already. But I think season-wise, I think it's very much up in the air just because social distancing and certain things that would just make it very difficult to hold a season. And even teachers don't even think school's going to be going back in August. School doesn't go back, we can't even have sports. So I definitely think right now it's 50-50. We've been given a tentative start date for August 1st when we can kind of start meeting with them in smaller groups and kind of see how things progress. But definitely right now, even just going back to school for Montgomery County is very 50-50 right now. So we're just going to have to play it by ear. Luckily, they're still allowing us to do Zoom meetings with the kids. So once a week, we're able to get in there with them for an hour, just talk, football. Recently, obviously, with events that are going on outside of football, we haven't been talking much about football. We've just kind of been talking with our players about what's going on in the world right now and how, as young men, they need to address certain situations moving forward, which I think has been very big for them because some of them probably haven't had that in the past. But just kind of right now, it sucks to say, but I feel like everyone's just kind of in a limbo state right now. That's just kind of what it is.
The wait and see game.
Taking it day by day.
And, I'm glad that you guys have Zoom calls at least, so you're still able to be in contact with the players. And, like you said, at least have those talks that they might not be having. Or just check up on them and let them know that,
that's mostly what it is. Just, hey, are you doing good? Do y'all need anything? Can we help in any way? Do you need workout tips? Things like that. I think the one thing I always pride myself on is being the coach that always kind of has the open door policy. You need something from me, I'm a phone call away, I'm an email away, I'm a DM away. You let me know what you need, and I got you. I'll be there for you.
That's awesome. And it's good that coaches can get on social media and stuff now, because
I love
that
it.
wasn't
like
that. It wasn't
like that. So especially in a time like this, like you said, a player that doesn't have that anyone to turn to, back then they really didn't.
Back then you go straight home on the bus.
And if that's not exactly.
You walk home, you go straight home on the bus.
Zoom somebody, DM, call, text, Twitter, tweet.
Crazy how it evolved from when we were playing.
Whatever you got to do, so
no doubt.
On that.
What's your favorite defense to run? Like if you were like a full coach or whatever, you know what I'm saying, and you wanted to put your defense out there.
I really like a 3-4.
Why is that?
I think having a 3-4, obviously you need to have a strong defensive line, but I like it because I like focus on the big boys down in the middle, and I just like having, sometimes when you have a 5-2 or 4-3, it can kind of get cluttered. I like having that kind of spread out motion. You have your ends on the side, you have your big man in the middle that's just kind of wreaking havoc, and that kind of also gives you a chance for your linebackers to kind of spread out and play the field a little more. We ran a 4-4 last year at Kennedy. It worked. 4-4 is very basic, but I think 3-4, just for my style of coaching, works a lot better for me.
And on the offensive line, how do you go about that during high school? Because I know you might be limited to your big players. So how do you go about that?
So offensive line, you kind of want to spread it out. I think guards, I look for smaller, stronger guys to play guards because you need fast guys to play guards. When we kind of get to the tackles, I need hopefully we can get some size in the tackles. But honestly, to me, on the offensive line, size doesn't really matter. If you got that grit and you got that heart and you ready to kind of put those pads on and get to work, you can play any position you want on the field. You just got to want it. But, you know, I wasn't the biggest guy. I played center and nose tackle, but I was ferocious when I got down there in the middle, and I knew what it took to play that position, and honestly, that's all I'm trying to do. I took a guy that wanted to play wide receiver. He was my starting left guard because he was tough and knew how to play that position and didn't really realize he could play that position. So I said, go try that out. And then he played it. He was like, wow, I could do this. And I said, I know you could do it. You just had to figure out that you knew you could do it. So I always will look at the guys that are playing the positions they're at, but also see, hey, maybe you could go try that position. Go see how it works. And sometimes they'll switch. They'll be like, wow, I should have been playing this the whole time. So you always just figure out what works for you and what works for them. But offensive line wise, size matters, but also it doesn't really. You gotta want to play the position. You just gotta have that grit and determination. Yep, that wants it. No doubt.
Any other questions?
No, not on this one.
Go ahead.
I was gonna swing it too. Got a Red Sox jersey on, so I'm
I told them the Red Sox.
You saw him last time. Oh man, the Red Sox fan. Staying on that same note. We watch baseball. We're not as huge on baseball as you probably are.
Sure.
But on the same note, when you got in here, you said, "Did you guys just hear?"
Breaking news.
Yes, you guys just hear. You brought it to our attention. That baseball has returned.
Just about 20 minutes ago or so.
Yep. Baseball
37 to be exact.
Do you have the direct?
I was gonna say I don't know.
No deal is done, but it looks like Rob Manfred and Tony Clark is meeting and it's coming. And
it's coming.
They're definitely
end of the week
because it wouldn't have been all this commotion and
they wouldn't have put it out.
So how many games? What do you guys?
Game wise, I feel like what are we in June now? They're probably not going to start till July. So what? July, August, September. That's 3 months and then playoffs.
Yeah.
You really can't. Honestly, it all depends on if they're going to do kind of, I guess, what the NBA is doing.
Yeah.
They're going to all put them in one place at one stadium and then just rotate the stadium. Game-wise, though, I don't see them getting more than 50.
No, they said the number of games is definitely vital because the players must get their full pro rata, but the league wants them to waive their right to grieve, and that's where their disruptions are.
Yes, the players.
What is that entitled? What is that entitled to grieve?
The players want their full.
They want their full pay.
Yeah, they want their full pay. That's been one of their main things. They want.
But the union has agreed to waive any grievance. So I guess they gave in to that for that full pro rata, which I don't know what it is because the number of games is vital. So we'll see at the end of this deal the number of those games.
I mean, honestly, I think it could work. I think any sport could operate right now.
And on top of that, I know you guys probably seen, I don't know for a fact, but I know he did see the 30 for 30 with Sammy Sosa and Mark McGwire. They don't want another 94 or 95 where they shut out and they lost a lot of fans. They don't want another one of that. Because right now, baseball is already one of the down. Soccer might be, in America.
In America.
Yeah,
sure.
Internationally, of course, soccer is all over the place. Yeah, because they're going to get on top of me if I say it. In America, even soccer is getting over baseball a little bit. And it's looking bad.
Well, they're playing soccer now, too.
Yeah.
The NBA is going to do this, too, if they do come back. Every time you enter a facility, checking your forehead, the temperature on your forehead.
You can't.
What else?
Well, I think with the NBA also, the NBA has kind of already put their ground rules on, but I think with the NBA, I don't even think they can leave their hotel.
They definitely can. It's no party. It's no swimming around.
No party, no swimming.
No.
Their families and
I
friends
did see though for the NBA that every hotel they're at is gonna have a DJ. Some nights they're going to have movie screenings if they want to go. Also, they said that the players can go to the other games and watch. the games. Which I think is pretty cool as a player.
Yeah,
you got an off day, you don't have nothing going on. All right, I'll go watch LeBron play Kawhi.
Yeah.
At 2 p.m. in the afternoon. Sure, why not?
Like you can't go somewhere, you can't do anything else.
I think it's pretty cool from a fan aspect. If I was in the league, because you're still a fan in the league, I think it's just pretty cool that you could just spend your time just on basketball. I definitely think that there are gonna be situations that will arise. Someone's going to leave the facility when they're not supposed to. It's going to happen.
I feel, and I don't want to put this out in the air, I feel like somebody is actually going to get COVID.
No, someone's definitely going to get COVID.
Someone's going to.
And the NBA discussed that.
I feel like they might shut it down.
No, the NBA
they said they weren't going to shut it down?
No, they said that, they talk about replacement players as well.
Yes.
Their whole thing is if someone does get it, that player will have to quarantine.
They said it's like a 12 to 14 day quarantine.
Depending on, I guess, why
severity or why they left. Because I think they've said if you have a reason for leaving, they'll let you leave.
No, I'm thinking somebody will actually get the COVID.
Probably. Someone will.
Yeah, someone will.
And then I feel like they might have to
because
shut down
of that one person getting it, everyone else will all.
No, they've
because if one person gets it, that means that he got from somebody that's in that area.
A player, a coach, a trainer.
And then we have to. Then after that, we have to retest everybody. And I just feel like at that point,
it's a lot of work, which also brings us to what
testing is supposed to be regularly. They said with the NBA, they'll be doing that every.
But also that brings us to the point of, do we really need to be playing right now?
And that's the other question with the players: Avery Bradley, Kyrie Irving, others are. I'm on the Kyrie side. I wasn't, but I agree with him at saying no because the social justice things that are going on. But I'm also, I'm like 100% sure that basketball is gonna be played.
It's gonna
because they just
unless LeBron wants to sit out.
Yeah. And
he's not.
And people never want to admit it, man. LeBron's the assistant commissioner for the league.
Yeah,
his voice.
Just like any other, and just like any of the best players of any other
Trout's
league.
voice matters.
Mike Trout saying, like I said, Mike Trout saying when and where. Bryce Harper, Pete Alonso, Patrick Mahomes was in that video. Everybody got on.
And like you said,
you're the mountain like no other.
And like you said, you're on Kyrie's side. I completely understand Kyrie's point of view, but also just in the aspect of sports create normals, it creates some type of normalness within our lives, and it keeps things going. I understand that Kyrie and Avery feel that, by going back, focus is going to move off of what's actually going on, and honestly, it probably will. I'm not gonna lie to y'all.
I'm gonna be
guilty. I'm gonna be guilty of it. You'll probably be guilty of it.
I'm gonna watch.
This show was a prime example of how the last 2 episodes, like last 2 weeks, we've been talking all about social justice, what's been going on.
Right.
And if basketball comes back full fledged, we'll have the whole 40 minutes would most likely be taken up by all NBA.
We'll be anxious.
So I see it from both sides. But I think that we can still bring basketball back and enjoy it as fans while also still bringing awareness to what else is going on. And I just feel like maybe you do during the games, you do stuff during the games, or you promote certain things. Maybe players do podcasts at Disney where they talk about it, or they have open forums, things like that. So I definitely think we can still have sports back while also still addressing what's going on.
Definitely. I do agree. You definitely can. I'm just of the mindset that, that's happened before in the past. Yeah, I just think to get some real change, normalcy has to stop. I think I think to get some real change, like we have to be, something has to mind fuck where we're like, whoa, the NBA said they're not doing what? I think then even, people in the politician's position all around will be like, okay, this is,
And you know what's crazy? You know who's been one of the biggest leaders of change over the last 2 or 3 years, and people haven't really been giving her credit? Maya Moore.
I was about to bring this up. Yeah, Maya Moore.
Maya Moore. I
stopped her whole career for social justice.
Whole career for social justice.
It's funny. I saw someone the other day who was just like, "What? She's been doing that?" I said, "Yeah, she has."
And just to piggyback on what he said,
I haven't read up on
just to piggyback on what he said, There's people that are just saying, yeah, the players, you have to do more than, if you want to sit out, okay, cool, but you have to do more. Kyrie and them has already been doing things. People like Maya Moore has already been doing things. And, yeah, you haven't, that's 20 push-ups, by the way. Let your phone go off. but anyway, yeah, like, you know, people talking about these NBA players just talking about sitting out. They don't want to do anything and put any real words to what they're saying. They do. They put their money in their pocket. Yearly, you can search up what they do. Kyrie, all the players that's been complaining, you can search up what they do and you find out what.
And I mean, I think a lot of players are helping with the cause and are lending a helping hand. I just think one of the crappy things about today is that if they're not doing it on social media, it doesn't count.
Yeah.
And I think,
and even when you do it on social media, you're doing it because of clout or whatever.
And then they'll say, well, why did you post it?
So leave me alone.
I can't stand.
I think a lot of players are doing the right things and are stepping up and are helping, but I feel like some of them aren't broadcasting it because they know no matter what, there's gonna be an opinion. Yeah. That's why like Twitter, man, is crazy.
It's a disease. It sucks. It's toxic.
Yeah, and on top of that, just them sitting out with it was just like, because look, we have all I mean, I'm pretty sure it's a lot of countries. I don't know the number of countries that's protesting as well, but all 50 states is protesting as well. So if the NBA sits out, it's like we're all taking a stand together. You know what I'm saying? If this all happens together, then maybe, because I always say, ever since I was a little kid, we're probably not going to see the end of racism. But maybe it might. The last couple of weeks, maybe the last couple, 3-4 weeks, I've been kind of changing my theory. Like, maybe there is a little change. Maybe there is.
Honestly, man, probably not, fellas.
I know.
Unfortunately.
And, you know, sometimes people don't want the opinions of someone that's not of their own skin color, but I feel like it's never going to end. You have those people that are so set in their ways that you could pay them and they still wouldn't change how they feel.
They wouldn't even take money from the black person.
You're always going to have the people that want Trump in the office. You're always going to have the people that want those type of people running the country, no matter what. And all we can do is just continue to try and move forward with what's going on and just create that change that we know that we need.
That's 40, because it was on the speaker.
Man, that's 40.
That's 40, because that's the one thing about pushing to the max, man.
Nah, we just going to edit that out. 23rd minute.
Nope. You got 40.
That's on you, because you taught me how to silence this joint from the max and it didn't silence. So that's your fault.
But no,
what were we saying? My bad.
We were just talking about just kind of the nation and how we all need to move forward and how athletes may be shy to speak up because of how they feel people will just interpret whether they do something good or bad. It's just kind of, I think a lot of athletes are lending a hand. It's hard to be public sometimes, especially right now.
For sure. So, but how do you feel? So again, and I agree that NBA should not. I don't think they should come back. But Patrick Beverley's tweet about LeBron I
don't think it helps.
It doesn't
help, but it's the truth, though.
You know, it is the truth.
And if you're gonna get someone, if you want someone to tell the truth, it's gonna be Pat Bev.
It's the truth. And what was the tweet? It was basically, if LeBron wants to play, we're gonna play.
Yeah,
and that's the truth.
It's the truth. So, but what do you feel about the people that don't want the players that do want to play? Because I see that side as well, because unfortunately not everybody is making Kyrie money, what LeBron is making, what you feel me? So there are the 6, 7 man on the bench. Granted, this is 8 games, or, you know, how many games are you going to play? Granted, you know, it's not going
to be that many games.
It's not a huge amount of games, but that means, you know, those.
You know what a lot of fans don't realize, and smart sports fans notice. What some fans don't realize, it's not like a player signs a 4-year, $64 million deal, and they get the $64 million right when they sign the deal. It doesn't work that way. It's a job. This is a regular job. You get your bi-weekly. I don't know how they get paid, but you get your check. It's not like you're just getting all this money. So some of these players that aren't making that much money that LeBron, Kawhi, those guys are making, some of them need this paycheck still.
Exactly. And so I
also think it's a wake-up call, too, for some of these guys to realize, like,
Yeah.
Hey, we're spending our money on shit we shouldn't be spending on.
Yes, I think this is a very rude awakening for a lot of guys that are sitting around like, man.
The best players, like you said.
Yeah, they're like, whoa, this might be a good thing. I need to manage my money, my finances better.
Yep.
Because listen, I'm terrible with money.
As am
but
I.
it's
I'm
just,
learning.
when you think about someone that making that much money living paycheck to paycheck, but again, the lifestyle, so you understand.
And a lot of it's a lot of Americans. So even even NBA players are counted into these paycheck to paycheck.
Yeah, they're
so
just, like
not.
You said, it's still, they're
still on the paycheck,
and they even have and they even have more pressure on that because they have to hang out with these stars basically that are getting way more, and they're in the strip clubs spending way more money than they can afford.
It would be hard for me to be a player because I go to LA for the night. All of a sudden,
it's over.
Some famous person noticed me. Hey, come to the club with us, bro.
Yeah, no, we don't.
I don't know.
Paycheck to paycheck right here.
Yeah, man, I could listen. This is a very, very. It's a slippery slope. I do see both sides of the coin. I just think that if we want real change, like you said, racism probably you're never going to eliminate it. It is never going to be eliminated.
You can still drive down to Virginia and see
exactly
shit all over the place.
But you can make maybe a really great shift where it's very minimal as to where it is now. And I think if that's going to happen, the NBA should take a stand. But I understand.
How do you guys feel about Goodell and the statements he's putting out?
I don't mind Goodell.
It's just
Goodell does what Goodell clearly. He's not sorry for Kaepernick. Come on, man. He's just trying to say things.
I thought it was very. I don't know the word, but I guess funny that he would sit there and say, "Oh, I support Colin being signed by a team now."
But that's the classic white dude that's just trying to save his face, too late,
And even some NFL players have said that.
That's how I feel about kind of anything that's happened, anything and everything that's going to happen in the
now,
NFL.
I will give him
nothing
just to be funny. Y'all might not laugh.
I can't give anything the NFL.
The only guy that he's really looked out for is Josh Gordon. That guy has 12 chances or something like that.
Yeah, he's
but that was just to be funny.
But also, people listening, watching, you may not agree with this. Colin is a sub-bar quarterback, man.
And he's 3-4 years removed, and he sued the NFL. There's no way he's coming back. I've already said it.
He's not coming back, but what people need to understand, look at his stats. He got carried
I don't
by
agree.
Patrick Willis and Navarro Bowman.
Now, I don't agree. Hold on. I think there's bad quarterback play of the last.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. There's three or four starting quarterbacks that play clearly better than. Yeah.
He could.
Okay, as long as we can agree on that.
But
he's not no all-star. Yeah. But he should be on a team.
What some casual fans need to realize is even if he's better than some of these starting quarterbacks, these teams, even if Kaepernick is better than them, they fit his system. That quarterback may fit the system better than Colin would. So why would I bring Colin in if he doesn't work just to bring him in and sign him?
Well, it's not that. It's just that even as a backup, he would be one of your best backups.
Yes.
And he would be one of those backups who he can do something. But last time he played, he was 29.
But I just think
that was 4 years ago.
Point.
So what are we
at this point, even 2 years ago, I was already saying that it's over with. And when he won the little suit,
he's 33 now.
When you really won the suit, you won the lawsuit.
He got lucky with that Super Bowl too.
He's 33 now.
They should have won. Yeah. San Francisco should have won that.
And he was lucky that Alex Smith got injured. But that's another.
He can go 45 minutes.
But I've already gone through this. Yeah. I'm not one of those people that think that Colin Kaepernick. I mean, sure he.
When this first happened,
I was
heavy on the train. He should be in the league. But to your point, I'm a big Father Time guy. 4 years removed, 33 now, and no football.
And on top of that,
who's 33 years old that's playing quarterback right now that we think is it exactly?
Well, yeah. So, there are plenty playing quarterback, but at what level?
Exactly. And he would fall right in. He was. Yeah.
You're 4 years removed from the highest level of play.
It's hard to get back.
And you was already a backup.
Yeah, you can work out and stay in shape, sure. But when it gets down to the nitty gritty and putting the football on pads, putting the helmet and pads on, it's a different ballgame.
Too bad we didn't come to this realization. Well, the world didn't 2 years ago when he still had a chance.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think it's ship has sailed for Colin.
Definitely.
Unfortunately. What do you think? Did any of y'all see? I'm gonna switch to college football real quick.
College
hot thing. Mike Gundy. Has anyone seen or heard
about? Heard about it.
Okay.
I didn't see the shirt. I'm not aware of what the shirt said.
Nothing derogatory, nothing like that.
Okay.
It just said on or whatever the network is. Let me look it up so I'm not.
Arnold Trump's TV network.
Yep, it's what do they call it? A right wing or something? TV network. So he was wearing the shirt. Yeah, he said.
This is not it.
No.
I was about to say, what is that? That had to be some Photoshop.
It's a OAN. That was the initials on the shirt. OAN.
What does that stand for?
And it's only accurate. It's what does it stand for? Let me see.
What does that mean? I'm sorry, y'all. I'm not.
Nah, it's straight. But to the point.
No, it's OAN.
Yep.
It's It means One America News.
Yep. There you go. One America. I said only. I was so off.
It's like a right wing.
Okay. So it's very pro.
Oh, okay. I'm seeing it right now.
Big pro-Trump news
seeing
network
it right now.
So Chubber Howard, seen him wearing that. Seen him wearing that, obviously. And if you don't know who Chubber Hubbard is, 2,000 yards rushing. That's all you need to know. Yeah. I won't say anything else. Look for him at the next level.
Yes.
Stud. Oklahoma State running back, and he saw the picture, said that he will not participate in anything.
As he should.
I think he met with him. He said he will participate, but it's not over. Like, I'm not letting him, it's not over, but I will participate. But just what do you think about the way, where do you think the line, do you think that Mike Gundy should be condemned for wearing this shirt? Where do you think a line should be?
Let me go first because I know the least about OAN.
Yeah, so.
I'm sorry, y'all, but I think this might
overboard
be a news network. And he might have just got a free shirt from Fox. Like, it's just like a Fox News Network.
He watches it. He watches it.
Oh, he watches it.
He's mentioned him before in the past. He's watched it. He's a right-wing guy. He's a, but again,
I don't know his character because there are Republicans and right-wing people.
It's hard. I think it's very hard to distinguish the line.
I don't know Mike Gundy.
Should he come out and speak on it and apologize? Yes.
Or at least explain himself.
Obviously, most people are still going to be like, okay, like, that's great that you did that, but I'm still not rocking. Do I think he should be condemned and fired? Maybe. No.
I don't think you should get fired over a shirt.
No, I don't. And some people might not agree with that, but at the end of the day, he's there. Yes, he's on a national stage. It's Division I, but he's there to win your team football games. And if he can do that,
let's be honest. OSU is not the one at the top.
No,
right?
They're not.
So they can probably get him off. But yeah,
I can see him being fired for this.
Yeah,
if more comes out.
Yeah, if more comes out,
I can see him being dismissed. But
okay. It says
he apologized and he said he was disgusted by the network's stance on Black Lives Matter.
We don't know if that's a lie or not.
Obviously, listen. He got called out, so he had to come out and apologize. That's all the apology
was. And I wonder how old is this photo? Is this new or is this old?
He doesn't feel that. No, that was new. That was a recent photo, which is why Chubber Hubbard was upset by it.
This might be a little funny money here. Might be funny money.
Okay, but here's the thing. Though.
Because nowadays it's like you know.
But here's the thing though. So are we now penalizing? And again, I don't agree with conservatism at all. But are we now?
We're not even political people.
Yeah, we're not. I don't listen. But are we now penalizing people for their political views? Because again,
that's why I didn't want to go overboard.
Said anything derogatory. He just wore a shirt. So are we now penalizing people?
I'm sure you guys talked about it on a podcast.
Speech?
That brings us to degrees too.
I might not agree with the shirt,
he already kind of had
but I can't.
Should we treat this situation like the Drew Brees situation? He comes out, he apologizes, and then we move on.
Well, the Drew Brees situation, I think, is different because he was so adamant. He brought the flag. Yeah, like he brought it back to that when no one was even going towards the flag. So it was like, whoa, buddy, we really know how you feel now. So the apology is like, dude,
the reason why the shirt might be a problem is because look, everybody knows what type of.
He didn't read the room.
The room is read. He read the room. It's an open book test. The room can talk to each other. Everybody knows what's going on.
How did he not know the room? He has to know the room.
It's an open book test, man, and you can talk to your classmates.
I can't bring up the number, but how many percentage of NCAA college athletes are black?
Even if me myself, I'm a Donald Trump supporter, I'm not supposed to be walking around with no Donald Trump shirt because everybody it's a problem right now, especially if you're coaching these black kids and you know that offends them.
But like we said, everyone makes mistakes.
That's not a mistake. You knew what shirt everybody knows what shirts they're wearing. I don't care if you're fishing, you know what shirt. I was fishing the other day. I know exactly what shirt I was wearing. I don't care what you're going to. You know exactly what shirt you're gonna wear outside. You know exactly what shirt. If you had a Donald Trump shirt inside, or you had a Fox News shirt inside your house, you knew you wasn't gonna wear it. You know exactly what you wasn't gonna wear it. And you're a coach of Oklahoma State University. You should know. You know better.
No, you're right.
They sent you all of the newsletters and everything about George Floyd. They had to. If not, Oklahoma State needs to be in trouble.
You're penalized for wearing the shirt because. Yes, you can wear whatever shirt you want to wear, but you do got to, to your point, you got a responsibility also to the players that you coach. Because to your point, most of them are, African American. So you can be a conservative, but to your point, you can still be sensitive to your players. So, you're right.
He won't get fired, but I definitely think he'll get a talking to, a statement will be put out,
and that's
he'll donate. Yeah. But see, to me, that's also just like
to me that's also if this photo is not within the last 2 years, then man, I'm gonna let that slide.
But also, are we even gonna be talking about this in 2 months?
We're not. It's a shirt. It's a shirt. People were talking about J. Cole this morning. They're gonna be done this tomorrow.
It's Mike Gundy.
I'm not a J. Cole fan.
Yeah, I'm not a big J. Cole fan. No, he was going in. But I'm not a big. He's just.
I don't know. I'm sorry. I might sound ignorant. I don't even know no name.
My beef with J. Cole, he's a phenomenal artist. My beef with J. Cole is not what comes out of his mouth. It's the beats he puts him over. When I hear him on someone else's verse or someone else's song, I'm like, oh, J. Cole, I love him. And then I hear him on his own album, I'm like, why are you choosing these beats? They're so boring.
Why do you guys? I'll ask you guys this.
The content is phenomenal, but the beat is just like, bro.
Why do you guys think that Cole got all this publicity on the song in less than 12 hours, but Baby dropped the song and no one was?
I gotta disagree though, cause my whole timeline was going crazy over the Lil Baby.
Some people were, but
I feel like they're comparing it to that. I don't want to say his name on here. The Color Hair Dude song on the joint. The Color Hair Dude song.
Oh, Tekashi.
Yeah, dude just went to jail. Came out with the Nicki Minaj.
They're comparing whose song is that?
Like they comparing
they were comparing the streaming. Like Baby put out this song about
social justice. Nicki Minaj joint got like 20 million, while the Baby got like.
Baby put out this song got like 6 million. Tekashi and Nicki put out this song got 46 million.
I mean, of course. I mean, you see Tekashi. I mean, just the era we're in now. You see Tekashi and.
But how do you feel like we need to? What do you guys think we need to do about? I feel like that needs to change.
I mean,
people been liking trap music for the last 10 years,
But why do you guys think Cole gets that like hype for his song that he dropped?
Because it's J. Cole. People, the name. Again, I just said what I said about Cole, but I know when he drops something, whether I'm gonna listen to it or not, it's gonna move people. Because what he says is real. Like he talks. I don't listen to him, but I know. When he speaks it's gonna be some real talk coming out of his mouth.
Yeah, man, he went off on Big Crit album.
And he went off on the song. He went off on that as well. I listened to it upstairs. He was going off. He's just Jay. Look, and he's a top whatever. He's phenomenal. So when he speaks, people listen. That's probably Lil Baby. Folks. It came out of left field. He's the last person. That's why I keep listening. I'm so happy for him.
I'm happy
he's
for
the last person. Yes,
growth.
He's the last person I thought would make, because he's a the younger generation. And to see him actually care, it's like, wow.
Same
J.
with
Cole, we expect
I'm glad
it.
with Lil Baby and Gunna. Both of them really, like, and props to Young Thug. Young Thug took both of those dudes.
Yeah.
Took him out the game, put him in the studio, and said, "Let's do this."
Gotta stop doing whippets with him now.
Yeah,
that's what Gunna. You need to stop doing whippets with Gunna.
But yeah, we gotta wrap this up. Any shout outs you got?
Shout out to friends of the show, Adam and Meech.
Yeah, shout out to Meech. Man,
those are my guys. Check this music out. It's a big artist. But happy to be here. Glad to talk sports with you guys.
Of course.
Look out for Richard Montgomery, JV, and Varsity. We on the rise. We're gonna make waves this year. Thanks for having me. I was excited to be here. Hopefully we can do it again.
Oh, for sure. We definitely.
You got any shout out?
We are. Shout out to Bell.
Bell saved us.
Big shout out
our
to you, man.
Our engineer for
yes,
sure.
Sir. Big
I got to shout out my
man.
little baby niece, man. She just turned 6, I believe, man. I'm bad on forget. Shout out to you.
Thank you.
Shout out to your mama Rita, man. Shout out to everybody out there. Shout out to Neef. Who else is out there? Shout out to everybody, man. Everybody. Shout out to Jonathan. He just bought a hat.
Hey.
And that's it, man.
Yeah, we get out
Day every day. Thank you guys very much, man. Thank you guys for listening on SoundCloud, Spotify, Apple Music, and now YouTube. We're back on. Let's go.
Get it. We out.